Hey everyone, welcome to Incident Nonsense. We're here. I
Incident
have
nonsense.
yes, innocent nonsense.
I'll make that. I'm gonna change that real quick. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, all right. So today I have a wonderful topic to talk about. So welcome to Infinite Nonsense. For those that don't know, one of us hosts each of the each of the episodes, and the other two participate in the hosts' shenanigans. And today, I am joined with Sum and George. How you doing?
What's good, gang?
I'm here.
Yeah, we're pretty good. Pretty good. Happy to be here. Excited to be
I'm
here.
a little bit
Uh,
tired. I want coffee. Nobody buys me coffee anymore.
they
Oh,
bought you coffee.
Yeah, they fired the intern that bought me coffee. Kinda sucks.
oh, that's what their job was. Shit.
Yeah.
Well, how aside from the coffee issue, how was your week, Sum?
Well, I had coffee for about half of it,
Had coffee for half of it. That's pretty funny.
and then it was gone suddenly, and I don't understand why. Why would you
And it was
do this?
gone suddenly.
They
Nah, my week was good. Not too much happened, you know? I just kind of vibed through it all. Made some
Vibed.
enemies, made some friends.
ooh,
As
anime.
per usual.
What? Making enemies? Yeah, I know. I'm lovable.
Yeah. Lovable rascal.
Of course. That is
The
always
most.
going to help cause some people to be jealous and make enemies.
Mm-hmm.
But
Easy.
Yeah. Because I got all of them boys following me around, and I don't even need no milkshake.
damn it, I was gonna make that reference and Sum beat me to it.
Tee
I was
hee.
taking a sip out of my drink. God damn it.
How about you, George?
Life's been pretty good, I think. This past week has been great. I have really nothing special going on except uh oh, never mind. I got nothing. I thought I had something, but I got nothing.
Nothing.
Um yeah, it was just normal day, normal week, just playing. I mean not playing, but working and playing video games.
Didn't you play a new edition of a fan favorite from an old
Oh, right.
friend?
Yeah, my fault. My fault. My fault. I completely forgot about that. This shows you how much I love that damn series. Yeah, FNAF Rewritten 87. If you guys haven't heard of that game, it's a fan game of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. It was made by the amazing Dot E. And I voiced the phone guy if you want to give it a shot. I played it this week. The day before it released, Dot E was able to give me a copy, early access copy, and I played it, streamed it. It was fun. And I think is actually a really cool rendition of the game. And you should try it too. Like I said, it's free to play. It's on Game Jolt. Look up .e or rewritten 87. Pop up first thing on Google. Check it out if you're a FNAF fan. 100%.
Yeah, I was watching glimpses. I was taking glances at your stream while you were streaming it, and you look like you were having a blast while being overwhelmed by all the enemies.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a typical Tuesday night for me. But no, like what I love about what Dottie has done with the series is the lore makes sense if you do like the mini games and everything else. And it's all conveniently written down in that notebook that you can access in the game while you're playing the night. And one of the things Dottie has done is, from feedback from the community, is pausing the night while you're reading the notebook, so you don't have to worry about getting your head chomped off by Foxy or by Chica or whatever while you're reading the lore. So when you open the journal or the notebook, you can actually read everything to get an understanding of what's going on in the
Oh,
story.
that's huge.
Yeah. Also, the phone guy, I know he's annoying. I'm annoying. I got annoyed by my own voice after like the second time I died. I was like, all right, George, shut the fuck up. I want to just focus now. um, a lot of the lines, and I can say this now because the game came out, a lot of the lines Dottie maybe read and to read off was a lot of story elements to it. Like, so you have to listen. if you want the story, right? If you want to get an understanding, just listen to what I say. Nights 4 and 5. They're kind of prevalent. A lot of the details that I had to say. And I was actually kind of when I was doing the recording process with Dottie, I was asking questions. I'm like, oh, what does this mean? And they would tell me, and it's like, oh, wow, that's actually kind of cool. It's referencing this, it's referencing that. There's a lot of secrets. There's a lot of Easter eggs. Didn't go through all the Easter eggs and secrets in the early access build that I got. So yeah, try to find them out. Also, if you use code George2D in the main menu, all caps, and hit confirm, a little Easter egg pops up on your desk for the night. Try that out.
The code George2D. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. I guess that was a big thing. My fault. I kind of forgot about
He
it.
just kind of fucking plugged himself. What? Why are we plugging George? I wasn't paying
I
attention. What's
didn't
this code for?
Honest to God, like I wasn't plugging, but like I genuinely forgot. But Rabbit reminded me.
Nah,
It was a
no.
pretty
But
big deal.
what's the code for? What's the code
It's
for? I
a
wasn't listening.
it's an Easter egg in the FNAF Rewritten '87 fan game for Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh.
If you enter it in the main menu, there's a little place where you can click and type in codes, and there's a code for everyone. I think there's one for Dottie themselves. There's a code for the other voice actor who voiced Balloon Boy, which I thought was really well done, even though they only said like 2-3 lines. It added a different layer of creepiness to Balloon Boy, and it fucking caught me off guard. It was so creepy, but um, yeah, she did a good job voicing that Balloon Boy. But anyway, like if there's different codes, but George 2D is the only one that I know of. If you put it all caps George 2D in the menu and you hit confirm, like I said, a cool thing will pop up on your desk when you're playing the night. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no,
Well.
overall, great game. I used to be into FNAF a lot. A lot of my content used to be FNAF, but I've thankfully veered away from that. But yeah, no, I recommend it. It's a really good game.
Cool. No, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And so I have a fun topic today, and
No.
you two are probably not gonna be as enjoyable about it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I have the topic about conspiracy theories.
Oh
And
God.
I don't want to do a normal just deep dive into conspiracy theories. No.
I don't want to do
That-
conspiracy theories again.
That
man.
would be too easy.
So just
I
Not
want to do a
again.
debate structure here.
No.
egg structure.
One of you is pro, one of you is against.
Oh, I
okay.
want to be. Wait. I want to know the topic before I go, because I want to go the more
Yeah.
controversial route. I want to go the more controversial route.
No. You don't always get to be the more controversial route. I want to be the more controversial route. You know.
Okay, fine, whatever. All right, whatever. First one. Wait, do we know the topic, or do we have to pick sides first?
I'm
What would y'all
guessing.
think be more interesting?
I know what the first topic's going to be, and we'll start off with who's going to be the pro
Oh, no.
conspiracy.
Oh, so we don't even know the topic before we. Okay.
I'm gonna spin. Unless you want a different method to
spin.
No,
determine.
you know what? Spin. Fuck it, spin. That way, it's not us arguing over that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
You-
spin's
you-
probably the better.
You're always gonna run into us arguing over spin.
Yeah,
spin.
that's very true.
All right.
Very true.
We'll
Spin
spin.
to
Who will get the pro side of the argument? Somebunny. Okay, so
Hell yeah.
you are for this conspiracy theory. You need to argue its benefits, its truths, and you have to
God.
deny anything that is the denial of this truth. George,
Okay.
you're on the denier side of this conspiracy theory.
Deny, deny.
Yeah.
So the first topic is
Please be
the
medical related.
moon isn't real.
No! Wait, isn't real. Hold on.
Yeah. So
Okay.
George,
All right.
you have to
Bet.
prove that the moon is real. Some you have
All right,
to
I'm good,
prove
I'm
that the moon is not real.
Easy.
And
Easiest
we'll start
topic.
with some.
Fuck. All right.
I don't know what you want me to say? The only proof that the moon is fucking real is video games, and video games aren't fucking real either. Brother, you have never been on the moon. You have never seen a goddamn item from the moon. You have never touched it. You will never touch it. That shit's goddamn fake. Like, come on, look at Portal 2. You shoot a portal on the moon. You think that shit's real? You think that shit's real? You think you could shoot a portal on the moon? You think you could do that?
It's real because Sonic was on the moon.
Sonic ain't real, brother.
Says you.
It says reality.
Okay, very fair point. All right, you got a great point there. I've never been to the moon. I haven't. And all the depictions of the moon that I've been to is video games. It's all fake fictional stuff. That's a good point. How about you, George? Convince me that the moon is real.
I just realized I have very little knowledge of the moon.
I mean, neither do I, man.
Well, we all
because
know it's made
not
of
real.
cheese.
You can't know what's fake. You cannot know knowledge about something that isn't fucking real, George. That's why you know so little. You know so little because the moon isn't real.
Okay.
They're not feeding you facts.
Okay.
Please, George. Go forward. Why is the moon real?
Oh God. Shit. All I got is NASA's fucking bullshit. Well, the worst part is that NASA lost all the fucking mission data on the moon travel. So it's like,
oh no!
wait a minute.
All right.
The moon is real, dog. Have you heard of Moon Knight? The fucking protector of fucking what's his name? I forgot his name.
I have not heard of this.
Moon Knight. He protects us using the power of Khonshu. There we go. It's some Egyptian god.
That doesn't sound
whatever.
real. That doesn't sound
It's real. It's very
and
real.
also,
Okay.
clearly, that's a god, not the moon. What's your fucking problem here, mate?
Yeah, but Khonshu uses the moon, and Moon Knight uses the moon to vanquish his enemies. If he couldn't use the moon,
here's the thing.
If it's not real, he couldn't use the moon. Therefore,
Here's the thing.
Let George finish his point.
Here's the thing, though. No. He is saying some crazy bullshit right now. He is saying Moon Knight makes the moon real because of this other guy who isn't real, who uses the moon that isn't real.
Have you played Marvel Rivals Zoom? The moon haunts you, okay? The moon is real.
I don't think
the moon
that's true.
is real.
The only reason the moon would haunt you is because it's a goddamn hologram and you can send that shit through walls. Like, come on. That's a ghost right there. That's not the moon. That's a ghost. Holograms can haunt you because they're like ghosts, brother.
Look, humans this, humans that. Who cares? The moon is watching us and nobody's talking about it. It sounds like I'm taking crazy pills, but I'm not taking crazy because I ran out of crazy pills. I need more. Right, when am I getting paid?
You need more.
The moon is real.
I need my fucking coffee.
Okay, all right.
The moon is real.
I think this debate.
Dude keeps
over.
saying the name Israel like it's not just a country on Earth.
Israel's also a name of a person, dunce. The moon is real.
All right.
Y'all know it.
All right. I am the arbiter here of infinite nonsense today, and of this great debate that we're having of the conspiracy theory. I think it's been proven without a shadow of a doubt the moon is not real. Thank you, participants, for
Sorry, Christy,
doing
the
that.
moon's not real. My fault, babe.
Yeah, you get the point for that one. The moon is not real.
All right, Khonshu's coming for both of you. Just want y'all to know that.
God, I can't stop laughing.
Khonshu's coming.
Literally who?
The moon will haunt both of you tonight.
All right, so strong start. We had a very strong start here. There's more conspiracies to be had, and we're gonna flip the roles. George is going to be for whatever this next conspiracy theory is, and some is completely against it. So the next one is Illuminati. George is for the Illuminati.
Wait.
And some is against the Illuminati.
What?
conspiracy theories.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Who goes first?
Well, George, you go first. You're the 1-4.
All right. If you really believe that the government's fed by the president, you're an idiot. The Illuminati takes care of everything. They control the world. They control every aspect of our society, our industries. Everything's run by the Illuminati. The rich take hold of the world. Look at Rothschild. That's a proof right there. Look up who the other rich person is. I forgot his name. A lot of rich people back in the day took over the country, and they call themselves the Illuminati. They control the world. They control everything that we see. Even media is all controlled. The Illuminati is real. If you deny that, well, you're as blinded as anything can be. So that's it. I got nothing.
Okay.
All right, George. Well, if the Illuminati control everything, can you tell me, how did I meet you? How did I make such wonderful friends? Why is the world such a wonderful place? If everything's being controlled by somebody who wants to destroy us, to make everybody feel so sad, why is life so good? Why do I have friends? Why do you have such an amazing girlfriend? Why are we, the media, uncensored and unfettered and allowed to speak our minds, like saying they're not real? Or they are real. Why would they let us, throw them into the sunlight like that, George? Why would they say, oh yeah, these people, yeah, no, they can say what they want to about us. They can bring us into the spotlight, say, hey, these people are running everything. Allow everybody to see. I'm sure that would go over so well as a shadow government.
Good points. Good points.
Are you conceding, George? Is that your good points?
No, it's just that the Illuminati told me to tell him it's good points.
Oh.
Yeah, see, I don't believe that, because if they told you that, why would they have you drag them into the spotlight? Like, genuinely. It seems like a detriment to their own cause to be dragged into the spotlight. And do you think if the Illuminati were real, they would let you know the names of the people running it, like the Rothschilds and the Bogdanovs, I believe is the other one that you were looking for. God, the Bogdanovs are crazy.
What are the
that
Bogdanovs?
just
There's
seems
another
like
one. I can't think of the fucking name. There's another one. It's Rothschild and Rockefeller. There we go. That
oh,
motherfucker.
Rockefellers.
That dude. Yeah, that family.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's fair.
I've heard that the Illuminati goes as far back as the Revolutionary War.
Wow,
brother.
that's amazing. It's almost as if records from that time are completely irreputable and absolute dog shit for the most part, because people liked making up fantasies to escape the horrible lives they lived at the time. Almost like we do now, because people are unwilling to see life for the joy it is, and want to place blame on things that are outside of their control, such as a fake shadow government running things, because
This is
they
hard to
feel
argue
that
'cause-
makes life more bearable.
This is hard to argue because I agree with Sue.
All
God
right,
damn
sounds
it.
like George concedes.
Wait.
Oh,
Hold on.
oh.
Let me. I'm reading through. Hold on. I'm reading through. No, I got nothing. I concede.
Okay. All right. All
I
right.
can't
So
argue against that because that's what I believe.
the Illuminati is not real. That is what we're coming down to the conclusion of here at Infinite Nonsense. The moon
Yeah.
is fake. Illuminati is not real. Everything that you seem to hold dear to any kind of conspiracy just doesn't exist.
This is
But
hard because I don't know much past the things that I've said.
all right. So
Yeah, I almost know nothing about the Illuminati, to be fair. I base that argument solely off of what you said.
I
and
watched
that's
like
what I'm hoping on.
Well, my only knowledge of it was this one fucking thing that I watched like a documentary on. It was with the Rockefeller and Rothschild and the family that bought out, like they had like this contract or whatever. And this is back in like the 17, like when the country was founded. They like had purchased pretty much a good portion of America at the time, and it got bigger as the United States got bigger, and apparently they run like a lot of like institutions and shit. But that's as much as I know. I don't know anything past that. At least I can't remember what else that documentary talked about. But yeah,
All
only
right.
thing that came to mind when I heard Illuminati.
Yeah, the
That's all
most
I
I know
have.
about the Illuminati is National Treasure. So,
Dude, Nicolas Cage, great movie.
All right.
The
So
magnum opus of Nicolas Cage's career. Anyway, sorry, go on.
agreed. Uh, we're gonna go back onto the flip side of things. You will
My bad.
be fighting for this conspiracy theory. George, you're going to be against this idea of a conspiracy theory. So the next one
Rock.
on the list here is the dead internet theory. You guys have heard about this before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's actually completely accurate.
Wait. Can I clarify what it is? I'm not. I
Okay.
think I understand it. I'm not sure if I do.
Dead
Is it
internet
really
theory,
just? Okay, sorry. Go
like
on. Just go on.
80% of the internet is fucking bots. 80 to
Yeah.
90%.
Oh. Okay.
It's
Okay.
dead internet theory is almost every interaction you have is not with real people.
Yeah, the
Okay.
social media and stuff is just basically all bots, and anytime you get like likes or comments, they're bots that are really talking to you, not real people.
Okay. Okay. Then I had a misunderstanding of what it meant. I thought it was like a recycling of shit, of like ideas and stuff. Just the same. Okay.
It's
Now I understand what it is.
effectively that because all bots tend to do, but you know.
Okay. Got you. It's like 80% of the internet is just bots. Got it. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So we'll start once again with who is uh
Pro?
for this conspiracy.
I think so.
It's
Yeah.
not
I
even a
think it's four.
conspiracy. I'm sorry to tell you. Um, I'm sorry to tell you this. Not a conspiracy. Actual factual truth. Dead internet is real. In fact, I can tell you that now wholeheartedly because 66% of this Discord call right now is bots.
60%. Nice.
Obviously, that percentage would be higher if we had more people, but we've only got 3. Technically, only 1. But anyway,
Right.
I digress from that point. Continuing onwards to the actual thing here. You guys ever browse some meme sites or Facebook or those things? You see how you get those ads that are like, hey, I was talking about getting a new frying pan. Bam, frying pan ads. Now that's not that big of a deal, right? That's just like, okay, yeah, no. Microphone was listening to me, this, that. It happens. And then you start browsing some memes. You gotta get them dank memes, brother. You gotta really dig in there and enjoy yourself a little. And you know what you've been doing lately? You've been watching Malcolm in the Middle. First time in like 5 years, let's say, you watch Malcolm in the Middle. Then hey, look at that. How weird. I haven't seen a Malcolm in the Middle meme for years. Now suddenly there's one right here on my feed? And there's so many people loving it. And then oh my god, 5 more memes down, there's another one? How weird. And they're posted from different accounts. Oh, and there's another, and another. What's happening here? It's your feed being tailored to you and your watch history, dum-dum. Those aren't real people. Those are robots, run by some company somewhere who benefits from keeping your attention there. Because you've been watching Malcolm in the Middle, you're gonna love these memes. You're gonna scroll through them, you're gonna see them, you're gonna laugh because, oh my god, I remember that scene. That was so good. I love when Bryan Cranston said, banana skin, it's so nice and thin to keep your banana in. Isn't that such a lovely scene? Bryan Cranston is such a wonder, everyone. You should really watch everything he's in. Absolutely. But anyway, those are the bots you're interacting with. It's not the commenters necessarily. It's not just them anyway. It's the posts in general. They're watching you, buddy. They're watching you. They're paying attention to what you're doing, and they're curating your feed of content for you and for those other live humans too. That's why you see those other ones mixed in there. You're like, I haven't seen Breaking Bad before. Once again, Bryan Cranston, good actor, 10 out of 10. But there's another Breaking Bad meme. I haven't watched that. Why would I be getting that meme, you may ask? That's for the other guy that's real. It's for the other 19%.
Oh. I have seen a lot of samey posts before. No. I'd like to know more about why the dead internet theory is false and wrong. George, could you tell me?
Yeah. I think some is confusing bots with algorithms, because I think that's more of ad targeting is what he's referring to, or targeting what you specifically like. algorithms more so than bots.
Hey,
But
guess what bots are made out of, bud?
yeah, algorithms.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I wouldn't say a bot per se is doing that. A bot would probably uh not do that. What I do think is that dead internet theory is false because we still have new ideas being created to this day, and I don't think bots would have the capability of creating something new unless the person who made that initially was a human. So I would argue that dead internet theory is not true, just because we still have progression. The internet may have bots, yes, but I don't think it's the majority amount that what this internet theory, dead internet theory, is claiming. Just because we still have threads like Reddit, we still have threads like or forums and stuff that still have people creating context that it would be very difficult for a robot to kind of come up with, at least, or a bot that I would think that would have a difficult time coming up with. A good example is medicine. You look up medical journals; those aren't made from bots; those are made from real people. May not be as popular as people like as normal people would like to go out to say, but every single day, hundreds, thousands, if not millions of studies get published every single day. Medicines get created, new technologies in medicine. Um, so I would argue that dead internet theory is false because of those reasons. New ideas always being create and fostered in ways that not a bot that a bot can't do. That'd be my argument.
Okay,
And
so
now, while I do think that argument is completely fair and valid, I think it is genuinely missing part of the point here. Because what you were saying is medical journals and medicines and things are progressively moving forward. You are right. Things are moving forward. And I'm very proud of you for acknowledging that and prompting it up because you're right. Things are moving forward. However, when it comes to medical journals and stuff, those things are written typically offline and then posted online for others to, acknowledge, read, learn from. And along with that, you mentioned forums. Oh, beautiful forums and social media sites. Oh, George. Reddit. Do you know what the biggest problem with Reddit is for a lot of people?
What's that?
Everyone thinks the same.
Yeah.
Everyone talks about the same things. If you say anything that is in disagreement to the majority, you get downvoted to hell. Now, you'd think it's like, okay, that's just people disagreeing. But why is it that no one ever speaks up because of it? It's because the bots are the only ones there, brother. They're the ones downvoting because they see, oh, this is different than what the acceptable terms of my use are. Bye. They see, oh, that's not what I'm here to do and promote. Bye bye. I'm going to get rid of you so only what I'm promoting is here. It's pretty common to do that, Get rid of the competitors so only your product remains. Pretty
Yeah.
common thing and happens on most social media and forums. You'd be
Yep.
surprised. Actually, you wouldn't be
Uh,
surprised because you browse the internet. Teehee. Now, don't get me wrong. You were correct in that things are being made, but you need to consider dead internet theory. Only so much of the internet is bots, not all of it. Of course, things are being made by humans, but there are also just as many things being made. Well, no, not just as many things being made by bots. Bots do tend to repost and reuse and recycle older posts. And what you made mention of earlier with my algorithms, quite frankly, you're right. Why it's being fed to me is algorithmic. But believe it or not, those accounts that posted them initially, bot accounts, they spam memes all day to get more upvotes and updates and get more ad revenue from those beautiful, beautiful ads. It's not just about the posts themselves. It's about keeping you there paying attention so that that ad clicks over from 10 seconds viewed to 15 and you get an extra tenth of a penny.
okay.
all right. Any retort to further your point, George?
Yeah, a few things. So
All right.
you talked about how certain threads in Reddit have like certain groups that appeal to certain
Not,
people and
I
groups.
did not say certain. I meant the entirety of Reddit as a whole. Almost
Right,
everything
right,
on
but
Reddit is the same thought process. The
right,
same
but like more
thoughts,
of
the
like
same wording, the same everything.
okay, well
Reddit
then
is a site fueled by bots.
okay, well then let's use that as a whole then. My fault. I misunderstood that. But so we use that as a whole. Like you say that if people speak against what the status quo is, they get silenced by because they are against the grain, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
That's
And
what you
this is
said?
not silenced by moderation. This is silenced
Yep.
by the community. Just to be very clear. The
Right.
moderation,
Right.
I'm going to be honest, the moderation I feel is way too human because they're God, they're actively hypocritical.
Okay. So you agree that this is because it's against the status quo that they are silenced because they are not part of the normalcy of what Reddit claims it to have, right?
Yes. And I am saying those ones that speak out and are downvoted to hell are human. I am saying the rest is the bots here, just to be clear.
Rest of the bots. Okay. But you're saying that moderation, in a sense, is heavily impacted because of bots as well, right?
I'm not sure I follow your question here.
But no, because you're saying that bots have a huge hand in moderating the content on
No,
Reddit.
no, 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 no. I am saying bots handle upvote, downvote, essentially. So you will see the
Which
same
is
posts get a
would you
million
agree that
upvotes.
that what would you argue that would you agree that that is moderation to some extent?
No, not in the slightest.
So disliking or removing or making sure things aren't being seen due to downvoting is not moderation
No, that is
or form
the
of it.
only way that would be considered moderation is if that was an active role they were taking, as in
Okay.
they were making the post hidden by pressing a button. Just downvoting does not inherently make the post hidden. Yes, with enough, it does kind of hide it. Do not get me wrong, but that feature is made by humans on the back end, not anything else.
But bots have a hand in it is what you were saying earlier, though, is what I'm trying to
Bots do have
understand.
a hand in burying it
But you
within
just
the
said it
depths
wasn't.
of hell.
You just said it was done by humans, though, just now.
I've said two separate things are done separately, yes. I've said they have downvoted it to utilize
Okay.
a feature made by humans.
I'm just trying to understand here because you keep flip flopping on both those, and I'm just trying to get your
I'm
point.
not flip
That way, I
flopping on
understand it.
anything. I am being very clear, brother.
Okay.
Bots are
Um.
utilizing a feature as things made by humans to
Yeah.
utilize something else made by a human. I am
Okay.
not saying bots aren't made by humans. Bots, in fact, are. They kind of have to be for the most part. Like,
Okay.
that's not relevant.
No, I'm trying to understand like where the level of moderation comes from bots, from your point,
All right, all right.
because
Utilizing the features made by humans to bypass allowing people to speak up for what they think.
so like silencing kind of but their own way.
Kind of, yeah. And hiding
Okay.
interactions with genuine humans to amplify their own interactions with people.
Okay. So the whole point, the reason I was trying to clarify is because that has been around since the beginning of time. It's not just bots that do that; humans do that too. And to say that the dead internet theory has a huge impact on this, yes, there is some evidence that can suggest that, but at the end of the day, people make that happen. It's the human being that behind that bot is causing that downvote to happen, that silencing of information and that silencing of disagreement. So I don't know. I agree that the bots do have a hand in it, but at the end of the day, a person has to start the process. A person
George,
has to start that whole thing. And
you are
to
absolutely
say
correct.
that, but to say like bots um are the like majority, I would say I would disagree on that because people love to talk about their opinion. People love to say like, "Oh, you're wrong, I'm right." People love to argue, debate. It's like we're doing right now, right? People
And
love to hear the sound of their own voice, just like you do, Sum. You
I
like to hear
do.
the
I
sound of your own
love
voice.
hearing myself speak.
Yeah,
Oh my god, it's so delicious.
yeah, exactly. And there's billions of people just like that. I also like to hear myself speak too. And to say that those majorities like of downvotes and disagreements are bots would be a disservice to the people that are alive and well doing that themselves. So, I mean, yes, there could be people making bots just to do that just because they're more technologically savvy, they can do that. But to say that that's majority bots, I don't know. I feel like people love to have their opinion acknowledged or better yet, at least expressed.
Oh,
So,
I
because I mean, again, if we wouldn't be having this debate if that wasn't true.
I think you've
Yeah.
forgotten that 66% of this call is bots.
But anyway, the other thing you brought up with the what was it? Oh, with the hive mind mentality, right? That's also a humanistic
No,
thing.
yeah, no,
Like,
I will not deny that these are humanistic things. Those bots are programmed by
yeah,
humans, brother. They're like, it is not. I am not inherently denying that bots are coming from humans or are generated by humans and used for human purposes. They are simply
the
the
majority.
largest portion.
Yeah. I'm
Now,
just saying that, yeah, that it's not because of the fact that I don't know. I feel like a person whenever they're strongly they're opinionated on a certain topic, they're not going to let a bot do that. They're going to say it themselves, or they'll
now
make a fake account, which that could be another debate to whether or not a fake account is a bot account. Although I don't know if that would be a bot necessarily, but that is still a person
it's
though
not.
making that
That
post.
that is.
Yeah.
Um, I do have one more thing to add, if this is acceptable to you here.
What's up?
I want. This is a very important thing, and this is genuinely something that is real, documented, actual thing here.
Okay.
People are becoming less and less tech literate, and what I mean by
Yeah.
that is basically we are a generation that grew up on computers, learned computers, are able to do things on the internet. The
Okay.
generations that have come after us barely know how to use the phone they have. And I mean, don't get me wrong. This isn't all of them. This isn't even probably most of them at this point. Though a large portion of them are tech illiterate to the point that they don't know how to differentiate between an ad and just a regular post. A lot of the time, it is very, very poor faith to believe that those people are going to be able to either generate bots or generate the willpower to bitch about the things they want to bitch about, to be that person speaking against the status quo or being the status quo themselves and being like, I love whatever the big thing is right now, or hate it, whatever it may be. I don't think people nowadays know how to do anything but just shitpost, really.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with
Okay.
that.
And that kind of feeds into a large portion of interactions being bots reposting these shitposts, being people
So you
spreading them because, well, those bots are the only thing tech literate enough to actually post.
so I want to be clear on this one. So what you're saying is the
People
people that
nowadays are
are
too dumb to actually post on the internet.
well, what I was gonna say is people are reposting bots, so the people themselves are bots themselves.
In a way, yes.
Oh, okay.
Like it's biobots at that point, but that really isn't my intent here. I'm saying they're just too dumb to be differentiated.
Okay, all right.
They're just too dumb to be differentiated. So it feeds into that internet theory because they are the same thing as everything else.
All right. Uh, I'll count that. Do you have any final words for the debate before we wrap up this particular one? Because this one's gone
I
on
want
long.
to I want to actually express my genuine opinion here. I don't
Okay.
think dead internet theory is as accurate in the 80 to 90%. I think about half the internet is bots.
All right.
I would say about half is this dog shit. Definitely not most, but half.
Fair.
Yeah.
You,
I
George?
lean I lean more towards what Soom said. I think 80% is a little exaggerated. Um, I think 50% might be a little bit more. I feel like it right now it's probably about 25, 30. But
I,
I do believe though, eventually it will
it
get to
has
where
gotten
50 or
so much
80 or
worse in the
whatever.
last 3 years.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? It's gonna get eventually worse later as time goes on because of AI and everything else going on. It's going to get to the point where that 80% will be true eventually.
So at
But
some point
yeah,
in the future, there will be no humans going onto the internet at all. It will all be a society of robots talking to each other, building a society within their digital world, very much like Digimon.
absolutely,
Um,
100%.
I think it will be less that, and it will become more of a, oh, where's the shit post?
Where's the shit post?
There's a shit post where it's basically just automated messages going out, and
Mhm.
it's not really like it's no community. It is literally just
It's a bot
fridge is
talking
running
to
has
each
run
other.
out of ice. Fridge has run out of ice. Fridge has run out of ice. Just notifications that some poor schlub has scripted to go out onto Twitter or Instagram or whatever website there may be in the future. It will not even be bots actually interacting with each other. It will just be singular posts that occasionally go out.
Okay.
Okay.
The internet will die eventually, and it will be reborn eventually. The internet is basically malls.
It's a phoenix.
It is malls. Malls died for a long time and are slowly making a comeback right now, oddly enough. Even in the day of Amazon, at least locally, quote unquote. Uh, like malls are slowly making a comeback.
All right. So I'm going to conclude it there. For that debate, it sounds like point goes to George. The dead internet theory currently is not real. Will it be real in the future? That's up for another debate altogether. But the conspiracy
Yeah.
currently is that it is not real. So the internet's alive and well, and the people that you're interacting with,
Oh, I
they're
wouldn't say
people.
that.
That's
I
fine.
wouldn't say it's alive and well. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's not alive and well.
This is the determination factor. I am the judge here of the infinite nonsense.
Wow.
That is what the infinite nonsense stance is at this point. We are
No.
just an entertainment
No.
thing. So
we're in,
here we go.
So we're in a totalitarian regime right now, Brody.
Brother, this is one of the bots I was talking about. I did say 66%. What are you understanding?
He says to the other bot.
I know,
Beep,
I'm
boo, boo, bop,
sad.
boo, boo, bop.
I can't believe I
Beep,
made
bop,
two of
beep,
you to
bop.
feel less lonely.
Whom is this? Whom is that? Who cares? The moon is watching and nobody's talking about. Okay,
Moon's not real. We know this, George. All right.
Yeah, Moon can't watch shit without eyes.
The
Sounds
man
like I'm
on the
taking crazy
moon.
pills, but I'm not. I ran out of crazy pills. I need more.
All right. So we're gonna go flip the script again. George, you're gonna be for this
bet.
conspiracy. You're gonna be against this conspiracy. Reptilians
okay.
run the government. And George, start us off. Why are reptilians running the government?
Wait a minute. I'm for that shit? What the fuck?
Good luck. Good luck, brother.
Oh, wait, let me talk in the reptilian dialect. Fuck. Fuck. Okay. All right. I can't do it.
George is a plant.
My,
George is a plant. George is a plant.
My my lizard my lizardese is a little rusty. Sorry.
I'm so glad George has gotten both pro-government run by not the government thing.
Yeah, I fucking hate it, dude. It's like this is against what I fucking personally believe in, so it's hard. But I like it. It's challenging me. So all right. Have you ever
You
wondered
think
why we
I
have
believe
sewers?
the moon is fake? I'm sorry. What the fuck kind of bullshit you talking, brother? This goes against what I believe. Brother, the moon is real.
The moon is real. And nobody's talking about it. Well, I think there's more outlandish shit, though, in my opinion. I think lizard-run governments is a little bit more outlandish than believing the moon's not real, if I'm being completely
I'm
honest.
sorry, you think that's more outlandish?
Lizard people, so
Yeah. I'm sorry, do you not believe in the possibility that aliens are real?
I do, but what the fuck, lizard people?
They're just
Dude.
dinosaurs that evolved to be
They're
more
just aliens,
humanoid.
brother. Yeah, they're literally just lizard-like aliens, brother. Like, what are you not understanding here? Like, lizard people aren't necessarily evolved from lizards on our planet.
Yeah, that's a fair
Shout out
point.
to
That's a
Zoom
fair
giving.
point.
Shout out
Doctor
to
Who.
Zoom's fighting for me.
Brother, I dislike what you're saying, okay?
George,
I
George,
need to-
you just got to come up with the argument for
I'm
it.
trying. I'm trying to. Okay, give me a sec. I'm trying to. Okay, I have a good one. You ever wonder why sewers, especially in like in big cities, are really big and really traversable?
I have been
Because
Because
that's
the
where
wondering
the
that.
hidden
alligators live down
base.
there. I mean,
It's
that's
because of the
literally why.
lizard
Because
base.
the alligators live down there. Have you not ever heard about the alligators in the sewers?
Well, so here's the thing: the alligators are the guardians and protectors of the lizard people's bases down there. That's why
Then why aren't
they
they
protect
smarter
the.
and live somewhere
Oh,
cleaner?
I never said that they would be smart, though. I never said they would be smart, but they use those alligators to protect the chambers that what the lizard people then control the world from. They have bases in New York, San Francisco. San Francisco is very prevalent for the lizard people because they like the warm climate there. Florida, unfortunately, doesn't have basements, so they can't be there. The water will
No, we
drown
got
them.
swamps.
Um, well, yeah, but the swamps are too open though. They don't like the sun, so they need to be underground.
God, I'm tired.
So, but what's really funny though is I got to actually when I was in Seattle, we did the underground tour, and I'm like, literally the first thought was like, lizard people could be down here. What the fuck?
Did you see any though?
Yeah, I did. I saw a few lizards. They were like normal lizards, but I didn't see lizard
No, I
people.
said lizard people. You didn't see lizard people. See, he was in San Francisco. He said people could live there. Or Seattle. Sorry, my bad. Wrong place. He was
Nah, you're
there.
good.
He was like, lizard people could be here, and then he didn't see any.
Oh my god.
Like,
Oh.
if they were real, he would have seen some. I'm sure.
All
But to be fair
right.
though, like this is like a pre-designated tour. Like we go to pre-designated areas, so I'm sure the lizard people organize that with the company that runs it. They're like, all right, you can take them through here. We won't ever come through here, but don't come to these areas. There were areas like blocked off though. I will say that. So that's probably like the pathways to the lizard people's base, but those are blocked off, and they would say and claim that it's due to construction issues or safety issues or whatever. But we all know the real reason. It's because the lizard people are there. That's the real reason.
Okay.
Can I
All
just
right.
say your throat looks really, really weird?
It's an Adam's apple soon.
That's a weird looking Adam's apple, brother.
It's all the way down by the
Yeah, it is kind of low though. To be
collarbone.
Like
honest.
that is below your collarbone. That is
No,
weird.
It's not below. It is my collarbone.
It is your collarbone.
Like, no. You can see your collarbone on either side. That is just fucking weird.
And the clavicle
Oh.
goes into the.
Oh, I
goes
don't like
into
it.
that.
Wow. It's
Well,
taken how
don't
many
look.
episodes before that's been noted?
Don't look at me. All right. This
Well, it's
I was
because I've been
created by
looking at me the whole time. Come on.
I was created by
Oh,
the lizard
fair.
people. Okay. I was created by the lizard people. That's how they made me. I am beautiful in my own way. Fuck you, Soom.
That's why you could talk to the
Um,
lizardese.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
exactly.
That's why I know he's lying. Because I already confirmed
Lizardese.
that I made you both to keep me company. You weren't made by lizard people, you were made by me!
So Soom is a lizard people, Rabbit.
Oh no!
He is a
Confirmed.
lizard
that-
person.
If that were
Confirmed.
true, why would I deny it?
Because you're
Why
trying
would
to
I
hide the truth
deny
from the
my
internet.
existence?
That's the
trying to hide the
conspiracy.
truth.
You're trying to hide it.
Exactly. You're hiding it. You're
Brother, I
compressing
ain't
it.
the Illuminati. I'd be out in
Soon
the
as
open. I'd be
redirect.
sunbathing, baby.
Soon as redirecting. Rabbit, he's trying to hide it. He is the part of the lizard people. We got him.
Let's give him a moment to speak. Okay, why are
All right, my
lizard
fault.
people not running the government?
Well, as George was just mentioning, they'd be living in sewers and shit. Well, I don't think they would be because, well, while they do love those warm, nice climates, like in, I forget what location he said.
Francisco.
Was it It was San Francisco.
Yeah, San Fran.
They love that sunbathing. They need that for their cold-bloodedness. So they really wouldn't be staying there. They definitely wouldn't be staying in fucking New York. Jesus Christ,
Washington,
George.
D.C.
Yeah, like they would not be staying in these climates that get colder during the winter because, well, they shut down for the entire winter, brother. That's not good. That's not how you run the government. Government only shuts down in the summer when it's, time to swim and party with the high school girls. I don't fucking know. This was a bad joke, I've realized. Holy shit. That was bad.
No one laughed.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
No. Anyway, yeah,
Uh-huh.
no, like they would shut down. They would shut down for the winter every time, George, if they were truly living in these places, especially underground in these places. Like you gotta understand, these guys, they're cold blooded. They gotta, you gotta. It's not cold blooded in the good way either, where they're like, yeah, I can stab my best friend and not feel a damn thing. No, it's cold blooded in that. Oh, it's a little chilly. I'm gonna shut down.
All right.
No, they probably are cold-blooded in the way they could stab their best friend and not feel anything too. That'd be neat.
E2 Brutus.
Oh no, he felt. Oh, he felt
He felt.
So the
just like a Muppet.
overall statement of they're not running the government because they're cold-blooded and can't handle the cold.
Yeah.
Okay. George,
And
you have
have
any
you seen
retort
how
to that?
cold the government is to other people? You know,
That's a
have you
good point.
seen how cold the government is?
That's a good point. George, you got any rebuttal?
I need to get a fidget toy or something. I'm sitting
need to
here
get one,
clicking
too.
a pen, clacking a plug. I need a fidget toy of some kind. Holy
No, I need
shit.
one too. I've seen some of those like fidget toys that are really cool. I want to get one. But
I got a free,
Anyway.
quote unquote, free fidget spinner from MegaCon, and I've just.
Oh, not a fidget spinner. Those things aren't very fidgety, man. Not to me.
I
The sad.
love spinning it.
I need the. I'm the kind who needs the clickety clackety kind.
yeah,
Fair,
me
fair.
too.
Like if I don't get that like feedback of like pressure or anything, like it doesn't scratch the itch.
Nope,
Yeah,
I'm with
fair.
Zoom on that one. I'm the same way. All right. So lizard people are predominantly lizard like, right? But like as Zoom stated, because he knows that
I
'cause he's
mean,
a still
sure
person,
they are if they were
they are
real.
from if they are from another planet. Because they're genetically hybrided or hybrids with the lizards here in Earth, but also the alien DNA, therefore making them sustainable in any climate. They just prefer the warm climates. I never said they needed it; they preferred it. But they could definitely live in cold climates like in New York or like, in Antarctica, which is where the ice wall is, by the way, which is where their main base is located. Now, we are not allowed to go over the ice wall in Antarctica because of the fact
You
the
you
lizard
do realize you
people's
can
base is there.
like book a commercial trip to Antarctica, right? You can do
It's all
that.
propaganda. It's all propaganda.
You can actively do that right now.
It's all propaganda, Sum. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And I know your role, Sum, as a lizard people representative is to deny the existence of lizard people, and I get it. That's cool. But look, come on. We all know, the lizard people are in Antarctica. That's the base. All right. Come
I
on.
mean, they if they exist, I can highly confirm they don't live there, because in fact penguins live there and penguins eat lizards.
See, he's redirecting, Rabbit. Do you see this? He's trying to
I'm
get us
not
away from
redirecting. I
Antarctica.
am literally
He's trying to
debunking
get
you,
us
brother.
away
That
from
is called
Antarctica.
debunking.
That's called redirecting.
Brother, we're still in Antarctica. I'm explaining why they can't be in Antarctica. I'm talking about Antarctica. This is not redirecting.
It's funny because penguins is like their primary delicacy, which is why they're in Antarctica.
It's weird
and,
that
like, sea
penguins
lions.
eat them then.
See, that's what the media wants you to think. But it's not true. It's the opposite.
Dude's just making shit up to literally be the opposite of what I said. Great.
And that's how this
listen
works,
here.
right?
No, that's not how this works. You don't just say, I breathe air, no, you breathe water. That's not debating.
Air's
That's
in
just
the
making
water.
shit up.
But as it stands, though, the lizard people do have control of all the countries in the world. They are manipulating the world to they see fit. Because we're actually just a
We're ending up back in
massive
Illuminati
show.
territory.
massive show. To
Where
the lizard people.
why would they let you disclose all of this information if they're truly doing so?
Well, I'm trying to prove it's real, and you're trying to tell me that it's not real, Soom. You're the denier here, so you got to tell me.
Because why would they do that? Because like that would oust them and get them crucified, brother.
The thing is, though, they wouldn't be able to locate them because, like I said, they live underneath the sewers of these big cities.
If they're
But
running
they
the
live in
government,
chambers.
it's easy enough to find.
They live in the chambers, though, that are
There's
undocumented
contact between them and the government.
on any blueprint ever created.
There's
So good luck
contact
finding
between them.
Yeah,
There's
they have
contact.
their
You
own
just
ways.
follow the points of contact, man.
But they don't use traditional communication that we do.
Every type of contact is traceable, my brother.
I didn't know telling people what they have in their minds is traceable.
Dude, Rabbit, I'm gonna tell you what you have in your
boy.
mind right now. You have two idiots arguing.
Yes, I do. It's great.
Wow! Hey, George, can you track that real quick?
Yeah.
Can
fact
you
that
tell
you
me where
said
that
it could be
information
tracked,
came
yeah.
from? Yeah. Wow. I told him what he had in his mind, just like you said that it couldn't be tracked. You said you couldn't track when somebody's telling you what you have in your
My
mind.
fault. I meant
So
through like what's it called? Through what's that? Telepathically.
Yeah,
There
but
you
see,
go.
whatever you're saying, that's not what you said. I'm sorry, bud. That's
so
not what
wait,
No,
you
wait,
that's what I
wait.
was trying
said.
to go for. My
Hold on,
fault.
hold on. So George, what is the whole telepathy thing that you're trying to mention here again?
They can talk to you through their telepathic wise. That's why. That's what I meant. You can't
Oh, they
trace
could.
that.
Okay, so they can talk to you via the mind, and some was able to
Yeah.
read my mind,
Yeah.
and
Shit.
some is supposed to be a lizard person.
Shit.
Ah,
Oh,
man.
you're
Shit.
right.
Shit.
You're right. You're right. Rabbit, there it is. Proof of the pudding. There you go. Proof is in the pudding. Thank you, Rabbit.
All right.
All
That's
right,
all.
all right.
That's
I
all in my
think this
case.
debate is over. We got one more to go for, and then we'll be done with the episode.
Oh.
So
Ah.
lizard people are real. They're
Oh.
and okay, so we're doing one final flip here, and it's if I remember correctly, you are going to be for this conspiracy that it is
Sadly.
100% true. Yep, and George, you are completely against it, and this is going to be a fun one.
Oh God.
Elvis is still alive.
Okay.
He's living in my basement. I can get him on call right now.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great. I mean, having a famous guy like Elvis on the phone, that would be awesome.
Honka burning love.
Yeah, see, there he is.
Oh,
Ring
hi,
ring home.
Elvis.
I'm not doing the fucking voice anymore. Oh God. Okay, who goes first?
All right,
I already went, brother. He's in my basement.
Okay, so that refute that then, George.
Okay. That's not true because Mud's in his basement.
Yes, who do you think Mud is?
We've been talking to Elvis this whole time.
It's Elvis. He's alive. Change his name to Mud. Oh man. My knowledge on Elvis is really minimal, but all I know is he died on the pooper. That was funny.
Okay.
I mean, it's sad that he died, but it's funny that that he died on the pooper. Um. We have a death certificate, and they buried him. What was it? Graceland or whatever the fuck. Or was that not the place he was buried?
You have free reign to look up the information. You're fine doing that.
Well, the
I really
answer,
don't- I
George,
honestly
to
don't
tell you
care.
the
He
truth
was
is
buried.
he's not buried anywhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Like
He's just in your basement.
Yeah,
basement.
like he's just down there, brother. Like, what do you want me to do about it? Like, I can't add more
Alright.
information to that. He's in my basement.
We have the medical records stating his time of death and the cause of his death. We have
Do you know how many times
eyewitnesses.
people have been falsely declared dead who are still walking around?
Yeah, like Michael Jackson.
No, Michael Jackson died. I made sure of that.
That's
Oh.
okay, bro.
Okay. All right.
What the fuck? Okay, FBI, NSA, we're not associated with that man right there.
No, I'm saying I dug up his grave, just to be clear.
Wow.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. I really hope that isn't a thing that actually happened at any point, that somebody like dug up where he was buried.
That would
Because
be
that
messed up.
could have been very incriminating.
Yeah, I was about to say, dog. Back to Elvis though. Yeah, we have a lot of proof that he's dead. So I mean, yeah, I don't really think he's alive.
Okay.
Also,
so
his health, the quality of health that he had before he died, it was leaning or leading to something medically happening to him, whether it be his heart or his fucking liver or his kidneys or whatever the case
It's
may
really
be.
interesting that you say that, because you know how you're living your life and how Rabbit's living his life. Both also are leading towards something medically happening that would allow you to die.
Well, no, what he was doing
Yes.
was a bit more
Yeah, see, but
extensive.
that's the thing. That's not relevant. You're also still leading a life that will medically cause
Yeah.
something for you to die.
That's true, yeah.
we are all moving forward to a point where we will perish.
So really, that
Yeah.
just means Elvis was doing the same thing you are.
So he's
Yeah.
wait.
which is living.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, technically. The rabbit was like, wait. I knew where Sue was going with it, but I think Rabbit kind of got scared for a second. He's like, wait a minute.
wait a minute.
What was
Leading
that? What
to
was that thing that Elvis liked eating? It was a fried banana with peanut butter sandwich or whatever the fuck.
delicious.
Dude,
Bro.
no, what the best combination with goddamn peanut butter is pickles.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We kick
Pickles.
Zoom from this.
Dude, I've been
Last
waiting
rabbit.
for you to do it. Like, holy shit. Come on. Hit me.
It's like playing blackjack. Hit me. Hit me.
Uh,
But
Unfortunate.
no, I mean, that's pretty much all I got is that we have documentation.
We got the documentation, we got the proof, and
and
some
his
is gone.
family confirming that he's dead. So
Okay.
unless his
So-
entire family's
I mean,
lying,
he was
yeah.
fleeing his family. You know, faking your death is a thing that happens.
Yeah.
They were just after his money, brother. He had to fake his death so he could get away and live a life of, you know, existence and having fun and not being in the limelight, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So I've pretty much made a decision, especially with how close we are to time. I just
Have a bet.
need one final confirmation to make sure that my decision is right.
Okay.
Can you get Elvis just to say something on the line right now?
Can you give me about 30 seconds to add him to the call?
Sure. I'll wait.
All right. Hold on 1 second.
He's gonna
Uh,
fucking bring up Mud. He's gonna join the
I'm
VC.
trying- I've been trying to message him this whole time. He's not here. He's at the grocery store. He's at the grocery store.
Elvis is at the grocery store.
Oh, he's getting some fried bananas and peanut butter.
His favorite meal. Wild.
But no, I can't get him on the call right now because he's not available.
All
I'm
right.
sorry. He is at the grocery store.
All right. Well, this might be retroactively changed later, but for now, I've got to give it to George. Elvis is no longer with us. Until he can be brought onto the line, I'm giving it to George. I'm sorry, Sam.
Ain't no party. Ain't no party. Ain't no party.
Absolutely robbed of something that is completely provable.
That is true. That is true.
There.
Well,
There.
all right, so that is the end of the great conspiracy debate. We have proven a lot of things today. The moon is not real. Illuminati is not real. Dead internet theory, that is false. And
That is coming.
It is coming, but currently is false. Reptilians run the government, and Elvis is currently perished until we can hear from him. So that's it. George, you win this time. What's you got the most points there with 3 points to 2 points. You got a winner
Nice.
speech.
I like to give credit to my opponent. He was a great competitor. Put in a lot of effort in his arguments. I hated parts of the parts where I had to argue against things that I was like, okay, I don't really think that way, but I did like it at the same time because it really challenged me to think differently and outside the box. I didn't like it though, but I like learning experience.
Well, that's that is genuinely why playing devil's advocate is an important thing for people to learn to be able to do.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Because
Different
it
perspectives
not
are always
only
nice.
it not only gives you practice critical thinking, but it gives you an insight into another person's perspective.
Exactly. Yep.
It is a very important thing, and I find that a lot of people are just like, you're just doing it to be an asshole, and they're the people who need to learn to do it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, it is a very important thing in life to be able to do that.
Agreed 1000%. And with that, is that your loser speech, or you got more to say, some?
Oh no, my loser speech is I was fucking robbed just like a goddamn rob from Michael Jackson's grave. Anyway. For legal reasons,
so
that
funny.
was a joke.
And for all legal reasons, all of this is for entertainment, and you can't prove otherwise. Until next time, this has been Somebunny DS, George 2D, and Rabbit Hat Plays at
I don't
Infinite
like the way you
Nonsense.
say DS. I don't
Well,
like
I mean,
that.
how? Well, people gotta find you somehow.
Yeah.
No, they
DS.
don't.
Nerd.
DS these nuts.
Damn, got him.
Have fun, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.